Buddy, it's Kim Hawk. Have you ever thought about wanting to buy a piece of property that is somewhat more affordable than what you've been seeing and living in an area that has rolling hills and you're surrounded by Olympians? Well, let me tell you, I think you've got something in store today in regards to our show on Clermont, Florida. Please stay tuned. Please subscribe and like to our Near Disney YouTube channel. And we can't wait for you to see this
Hey
beautiful.
everybody, so we've heard that a third of the Disney cast members prefer to live in Lake County. And I heard that because my husband, who is still a Disney cast member for over 30 years, got that information, as well as my goddaughter, Chelsea. Her grandmother lives out in Clermont as well. So we can't wait to show you everything that this area has to offer. Stay tuned as we start to give you more information on Clermont.
The choice for champions. That's what Clermont is known as because it brings in some of the most world-renowned athletes because of the great training opportunities that are here. From the great weather to the outdoor opportunities with hiking, biking, all the trailheads, the lakes, and then also the National Training Center. They've got a great team out there that's ready to take care of you and your active lifestyle. One of the things this area is known for are these beautiful lakes. There's an entire chain of lakes out here with homes on it. And you also have the opportunity for public access where you can bring your boat out, have a family day. You can come out and be super active. It's just an awesome area to come out and enjoy the day. Waterfront Park, where we're at right now, is a spot where a lot of people come out to do their morning walks or their evening walks. It is a huge trail that wraps around the entire lake that you're able to come out and enjoy. There's also playgrounds, bathrooms, there's tons of amenities that are along this. They also do 5Ks and cycling. Cycling is a huge thing out here in Clermont.
We're here at Lake Louisa, which is a state park just south of Clermont. Here you'll find over 7 miles of biking trails and over 20 miles of hiking trails. They even have a thing called the Wanderlust Club, where you can pay a one-time annual fee and be able to come in and kayak and bicycle and hike and even get 2 horseback rides a year. You can even rent cabins here. They have 2-bedroom, 2-bath cabins that, from what we've seen recently, run about $120 a night with a 2-night minimum. So as you look at the rolling hills that you find up in this part of Florida, you'll find a lot of Olympic athletes actually do their training in this area. So if you're looking for a great place to live, great place to work, and if you're an outdoorsy kind of person, Clermont is the place to be.
Did you realize that if you look at a map and you look at this new coast-to-coast bike trail, which is 250 miles from one coast to the other of Florida, that you're going to be able to bike 250 miles, but there is a midpoint, and it's called Meet Me in the Middle Park, and that's going to be in Clermont as well. They're in the process of creating that now, but there's over 23 parks. You're going to be able to get outside, enjoy the weather. I'm looking at an area that I could even perceive that it looks like Virginia to me, Michigan. It's really a spectacular gem. I can see why the Disney cast members want to live here.
On the shores of Lake Mineola near downtown, you will find the Historic Village Museum that showcases many of the city's oldest houses and buildings, including the original train depot. This is also the home of the Quonset Hut World War II Museum, where you will find military veterans volunteering their time and stories.
Clermont was founded in 1884, and incorporated in 1912. In 1922, a developer by the name of Edward Dinslow came out and bought 1,000 acres to turn into orange groves. This is how Clermont came to be known for its citrus. In the 1950s, the Citrus Tower was erected so that people could go up and get a bird's eye view of all of those orange groves and the land that encompassed what is now known as Clermont. In the 1980s, unfortunately, there was a horrible freeze here in Florida that actually killed majority of the orange groves, which led into the development of all these beautiful homes that are out here now. If you're looking for that hometown feel, that small town charm, nothing beats downtown Clermont. Between the farmers market, the historic village, the locally owned shops, restaurants, and bars, you don't want to miss out on this awesome area. So one of the great things about being right here in the Clermont area is they put on some fantastic events throughout the year between their fall festival, their Christmas events, their live music on the weekends. You don't want to miss out. They put on some great stuff.
While driving to Clermont, you will notice that Clermont's really unique to Central Florida. The area has rolling hills that provide beautiful views to the Clermont chain of lakes. The lakes are also a favorite spot for family events and swimming. Sandy beaches, children's playgrounds, beach volleyball, bike paths, and other outdoor activities can be found on the shores of Lake Mineola.
So in Clermont, you're going to find rolling hills, you're going to find lakes, you're going to find bike paths. But one of the gems that's really kind of difficult to find, but if you can look it up, it's called Southern Hill Farms. And this is an area that typically around 11 to 4, you can get through these gates and you're going to find a sunflower field. You're going to be able to pick blueberries, strawberries, peaches by the pound, and you pay for it there. They've got a lot of stuff for the families, and so it's very unusual. It's really quite a blessing. You can feel like you're on God's acreage right here in Clermont, Florida.
So currently, if you want to get from Disney to Clermont, it's going to take you upwards of 40 minutes or so. But we're standing here on a construction site that's going to basically take that time and cut it in half. So this is Schoefield Road. It's going to run all the way from 27 down into Horizons West. And so it will connect 429 to 27, and it's going to basically shave off half of the time that it takes today for you to get from Clermont to Walt Disney World or Walt Disney World to Clermont.
And right behind me is called the Clermont Brewing Company. And let's not forget, they had the Lake Ridge wine area right here in Clermont as well. And not far from this area, the Serenoa Lakes. Wonderful brand new homes are being built out there. As a matter of fact, let's take a second and check it out.
The newest development in the Clermont area is Wellness Way, which encompasses over 15,000 acres. The first major project in Wellness Way is called Olympus, a 243-acre master plan community that combines sports, wellness, entertainment, and over 1,000 residential homes with a town center. Clermont combines history and new communities. So we're in for a big treat. We're standing here in front of the Donut King. Now, this is my first time actually being here, but I've had Donut King many times. You'll be amazed at the different donuts that they have here. Also being located in Mineola, when we spoke with Pat Kelly, the mayor of Mineola, he said at one time Donut King had more employees than he had for the entire town of Mineola.
And as far as you Iron Man and Iron Women fans, not too far from here is Mineola, and that is a real gem. They actually have one of the highest peaks in Florida. It's called Sugarloaf Mountain. And we did an interview with the mayor, Pat Kelly, and there's some resemblance to John Dutton with Yellowstone. So please be sure to subscribe and like to our Near Disney YouTube channel. Check out that interview and see how Yellowstone connects to Mineola.
Clermont has become quite the bustling community. It's the ideal place to either settle down with your family or even if you're ready to retire. You can either find that new construction home that you're looking for, that big piece of land that you can maybe have some animals on, or you can pick an established neighborhood that already has some beautiful homes within it. So if you're ready to look for that great spot for you, that perfect home, be sure to reach out.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to.
So what did you guys think about that? Clermont is such a beautiful, the topography is just amazing. And so I want to thank my YouTube crew, Dee and everyone, and creating a great visual to give you an idea of what's available. And we do know that a lot of Disney cast members that have been part of the Disney College program have found that they wanted to live out in that area because it probably reminds them of home. And it's also a little bit more affordable than if you are in certain sections of Central Florida, and you might be able to find some properties that aren't what I call rooftop, where you're jumping from one rooftop to the next. You get a little bit more land. And so my dream team of realtors, here's my telephone number, 1-800-KIM-HAWK. They can definitely help you. We will connect you and get you situated with a lender and show you the best of the best that's out in Clermont. But also for those of you that live here and you're just checking out the video to see what does it have to offer. You know, Southern Hill Farms, it was actually closed on the day that we went out, but we're going back out again, and we're going to do another video to show you everything that's available there, to be able to go out and pick blueberries or strawberries. And I think they have some carnival kind of stuff. It's a real gem that's in Central Florida. Has anybody out there been to Southern Hill Farms? I'd love to hear from you. But in regard to what we're doing, what we're trying to show as well is that it's the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company, 100 years. We know that Walt Disney was born in 1901, but he was in his 20s when he started his company. And what our team believes is that Walt Disney's legacy was beyond the theme parks, because when he came in and secretly bought over 25,000 acres, we believe that he was thinking about the cast members that are going to be moving here. And we believe that he was thinking about, okay, now Celebration is open, and yes, that's very much of a Disney-esque town, but there's also these other hubs, we like to say, within a 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, our Near Disney YouTube channel, you're going to be able to see things like the town of Windermere. You're going to see Lake Nona. You're going to see Winter Garden. We have over a dozen examples to show what we believe Walt Disney's true legacy is. What's your legacy? What's your legacy going to be, you guys? I would like to hear about that. So feel free, once again, call me here. Know that on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a Q&A opportunity for you guys to ask any questions that have to do with real estate. My expert panel, my dream team, is with me on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. You can watch those shows, and hopefully there's some collective information that's helping. We've also been asked to do some Instagram. So if you go to Near Disney Instagram, and we're doing kind of a course, well, actually it is a course, lessons on how to buy a home in 2023. And then we will be doing how to sell a home in 2023. And if you haven't had the opportunity, give me 1 second. I have written a book that I'd be more than happy to send to you. It's called Insider Home Selling Tips. It was fresh off the printers, and I would be more than happy to send it to you electronically for free. If it would help anyone out there, I know what we do. We're very knowledgeable because we do this day in, day out. But if you've ever thought about selling or buying a home, I know that can be a little bit stressful. And so we're trying to take the stress off. I hope these shows help you. I hope you enjoyed the Clermont video. And next week, I think we're going to be talking about Mineola. And I can't wait to show you how I feel like the mayor of Mineola reminds me a lot of John Dutton with Yellowstone. Yeah? Sound interesting? It was. He's a good guy, and he's also a Disney cast member. So for all of you, if you need any help, once again, here's my telephone number. Have a blessed day. And I wanted to show you quickly before we headed off, I pulled up, here is the weather for Clermont today. 76 degrees. It's 76 degrees. It's absolutely gorgeous in Central Florida. So please give me a call, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And please share too, if you don't mind. Subscribe and like. Thanks. Bye.